Well, so we told you all about the National Science and Maths Quiz. One of the schools contesting is from the Central Region, Adisado College.
I have a question, Roland. So you know, one of the things we're doing on the show this morning is to give away some pens from Pens World. But, you know, you have to answer a few questions. Should we go maths, science, or we should do general knowledge?
Any is fine. Yeah.
Should I give you one question right now?
You can.
Okay. This is the 4th successive finals for Adisado College. True or false?
True.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's there.
After agenda, we'll find out if your answer is true or false. But let's do agenda this morning. On JoyNews agenda today, Richard Kwejonyako has been asking some residents in the Central Region on why they litter the environment with waste and what they think could be the solution to the challenge many have described as attitudinal. He's also been looking at the situation at Cape Coast and Elmina.
Cape Coast and Elmina are homes to beautiful beaches that attract thousands of revelers from time to time. But unfortunately, open defecation appears to have taken the shine away from the true beauty of the beaches. Beyond that, people carry all their waste and pour them at the beaches for unexplained reasons. Today, I am out and about on the street of Cape Coast. I am at one of the busiest places, Kotokraba. In all the corners of the city I've been to, I see people litter with careless abandon. The practice is fast becoming normal to many people.
But now what do you see? We litter everything around. Sachet water, bottled water, some people will be chewing coconut, oranges and those other things, and then they will litter everywhere. When was the last time that we heard of in some of the town councils? We don't hear of them anymore. And that's why initially I made mention of what we call, the government has brought in what we call the Zoom Lion and those other people to work for us. When you go to our beaches, what do we see? And the culture that we are believing in is somebody's work, and the person should come over and do that with it, and that person is being paid for. That is our perception.
Stephen Penna has lived in Cape Coast close to 2 decades. Steve's worry is about a breakdown of some core values that held us together.
There's no summon because you are not held responsible for whatever we do as people. But we are supposed to be held responsible for whatever we do as people. You would have seen the difference between how we work now and then the traditional aspect where they were working. Because they knew that when some or the town council people come, either a fine will be given to you, the traditional people will call you to the assembly, or you work as a communal man on the system. But what do we see now? Nobody cares about anything that is going on.
I bumped into Harry at another corner of the street. He laments the absence of dustbins on the streets of Cape Coast. He believes that has accounted for many people littering the streets because they find nowhere to dispose their waste.
There are no dustbins around, so somebody believes that, well, once I have finished eating something or taking yogurt and there are no dustbins, I mean, where else do I deposit the sachet? So let me just dump it on the roadside. So I think that it has to do with...
So are such people right in doing so?
They're not right. I mean, you can't dirty the environment. I mean, one can think of the health implications. They're not right, but that has to do with attitude. Once there are no dustbins, I mean, somebody cannot cannot take it to wherever he or she is going. And so he feels that the best thing to do is to just drop it. If it is not something that is right, and we...
Come on, because
Cape Coast-based musician Ethel Shen, popularly known as Ishan, is appalled by the way people litter the streets. She has kick-started a campaign that has the aim of stopping people from littering. Her belief is that if government is bold with the enforcement of our laws, littering and many unsanitary conditions would be a thing of the past.
I believe there are some ways we can go about this, to encourage people to stop littering. One, we should enforce the law because there's already a law that says we shouldn't litter, but then it's not been enforced, and so people can just, throw anything anywhere they want. and yes, there are no bins. But if we enforce the law and we have these bins in town, I think it's going to go a long way to help, Ghana as a whole and our society. And I think one thing that we can also do is to create an award scheme. And so let's say in Cape Coast, we have zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, okay? And so if zone 1 is keeping their community or their environment, their society clean, maybe we award them with, let's say, a light pole, or we can fix their gutter for them.
For now, it seems the city of Elmina is gradually getting there. Paramount Chief of Edna Traditional Area, Nana Kojo Kundua, has asked anyone who sees another littering the streets to drag such a person to his palace for the payment of a fine. The chief seems to be succeeding because Elmina appears cleaner than many of the places in the central region I have visited. Richard Kwejo Nyako, Joy News, Cape Coast.
That's our agenda today.
Yeah, terrible states of how the beaches are kept in Elmina, but really, the state of how our beaches are across the coast of our country. Terrible state.
It's also the conversation around littering and how we don't seem to be learning the lessons. So, Benis Abubaidu also brought us agenda from the 37 main lorry station, and it was the condition there very, very terrible. We hope that this would allow us to have conversations, and not just conversations, but we'll begin to change our attitude. I think it all comes back to our attitudes, whether it is people in decision-making places or it is just us as citizens. We all have to change our attitudes. That's the only way we can be sure, Roland, that when it rains, we will not be experiencing flooding and things like that.
Yeah. It's not as if that other jurisdictions or the developed world don't experience flooding. They do, but it should be because of a natural cause, not because of our own human failings and frailties.
Yeah. All right, stay with us. When we come back, we'll get the conversation of the National Science and Maths Quiz. The free day is just today. Tomorrow is the grand finale at the National Theatre. We're bringing you from the very beginning till the end, live coverage. But we have great support with this coverage of the 2018 National Science and Maths Quiz. When we come back, we'll be joined by one great organization that is supporting us to bring you the coverage of the 25th anniversary special of the National Science and Maths Quiz. Newmont is with us on the show today. Stay with us.